Hello everyone. I was thinking of putting up another one of those Ask Me Anything posts, and then I realised that I hadn't answered the questions from the last one, which I posted. When was it? November the 13th. Yeah, so I thought maybe I should answer those ones first before I put up another one. There's quite a few interesting questions on there, so hopefully there should be some fun and interesting answers for you as well. So there was a couple of questions that sort of got answered in the last videos that I did, so I'm gonna skip those ones. So the first question was from Martin. Hello Martin, and he asked, if you had the chance to go into space, would you go? Yes. Pretty much anything to get off this bloody planet at the moment, everything that's going on. But saying that, if we ended up going to other planets, we'd probably end up fucking them up as well. So, but yeah, if I had the chance to go into space, yeah, I mean, I've loved stuff to do with space ever since I was a little kid, really. It's always sort of fascinated me. So if I had the chance to go into space, yeah, I think I would. I think it depends, like, how long for as well, though. I don't know if I'd be able to go, like, long term. Well, I don't know. But if it was just, if they started doing, like little trips into space, things like that, or even better if we ended up with, like, the teleport, Star Trekky sort of teleporty systems where you could just basically, like, beam from one place to another and not have to go through the whole fannying about travelling long distances through space and shit like that, then yeah, I'd definitely be up for that. Yeah, so I've always loved stuff to do with space, and it's always fascinated me. So to be able to actually do it for myself and then say, yeah, I've been in space, yeah, that'd be awesome, man. Definitely. So yeah, I like to travel, and traveling into outer space would be like the ultimate travel experience, wouldn't it, really? So yeah, yep, I think I'd enjoy that, definitely. Good question. Next question is from Steffi, and she's asked, what was your most difficult subject at school, and did you find you actually needed it after you left? I wasn't great at school, really. I mean, I did all right in the end. Yeah, I got, like, was it like 4 GCSEs or something in the end, like graded from like B to C. But yeah, I wasn't brilliant at school, and I was a bit of a dreamer. Well, still am a bit of a dreamer, but yeah, I wasn't great at school. Um, Difficult subjects. Um, I guess I wasn't brilliant at science. I enjoyed chemistry. Chemistry was my favourite science subject because obviously I enjoyed all the practical work and making things go boom, as you do. But yeah, I didn't enjoy. I found the physics sort of side of science quite hard. It was a bit complicated for me. I find with me, I'm good at, like, practically stuff, when you got to do stuff and experiment with stuff, but then when it comes to, like, paperwork and working stuff out and that, I'm a bit, oh yeah. So yeah, I didn't really enjoy physics, and because I'm not some sort of rocket science person who's like super duper clever, I ain't really need it in the end. So Yeah. And maths, I wasn't great. I think I struggled with maths a lot. Probably. Yeah. I got better at maths when I was put into Mr. Dennison's class at school, because Mr. Dennison was like the best maths teacher in the world, and he was awesome. He made learning maths so fun, and just being in his class was awesome. Bearing in mind, this teacher, I don't know if he was a bit mad, but he was very eccentric and on my sort of wavelength, so we got on quite well. And his lessons were funny because we had to learn stuff, but he made it fun. And just bear in mind that at the back of the classroom, he had like real like suits of armor and medieval weapons and torture devices and things like that. And if we was good, we got to play with them, stuff like that. So yeah, as you can imagine, we was good half the time, and we used to learn stuff, and then we used to get to play and have fights with all these medieval bits and bobs. So yeah, it was fun. But I actually ended up getting a C for maths, so it obviously wasn't that bad, because that was the highest grade I'd got like all the way through school for maths. So he must have done something right. Yeah, Mr. Dennison, he was awesome. He was an awesome teacher. So yeah, I think those are probably the. Oh, and I hated bloody French. Oh, I found it so boring. I think that was one of the reasons why when it come to like choosing your options and that, like towards the end of school, I think that's why I ended up picking child development, because I just didn't want to do French, because I hated it. I found it really boring and dull, and I couldn't stand the teachers because they was like miserable kids. So yeah, the thought of spending another year to 2 years doing French was like, oh. So yeah, I ended up taking child development. So yeah, I think that probably answers them questions. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go with them. I can't think of any more at the moment. Okay, so Teresa asked, if you could only keep 3 things, what would they be? I don't know. It depends what you mean by 3 things. Is it like 3 physical things, or is it like things of you, like on the inside? I don't know. If you could only keep 3 things, what would they be? I think I'm gonna go with love, laughter, and music. Yep, I'm gonna go with love, laughter, and music, because you can't be doing without love, because everybody needs love in some shape or form. Love is a big thing, and you know, it helps us with a lot of stuff, helps us get through a lot of stuff. And love just seems to form a foundation for most things these days. Well, I only get too into that sort of stuff, but yeah, love would definitely be one of them. Laughter, you could be doing without having a laugh, because laughing keeps you happy and uplifted, and you can just laugh your way through most things these days. Laughter was a big thing for me throughout my cancer treatment, throughout the whole grieving process, when Mr. J died as well. I know it sounds silly, like if someone's died, why are you laughing? I wasn't laughing at the fact that he died, obviously. I was just laughing to keep me going through the difficult times, through the whole grief process. So yeah, laughter, you can't be doing that laughter because you've got to have a laugh. And music, so music has helped me through lots of things in my life as well. Cancer treatment, depression, grieving, and yeah, it's music. People don't realise sometimes how much music can affect your mood and help to keep you uplifted, and yeah, and just be there for you when you haven't got someone else. You know, music can be like a friend. It sounds a bit silly, but I listen to music a lot at the time now. When I've got stuff that I need to work through, it's kind of like music therapy almost. It's like, you know, you feel angry, put some angry music on. If you want to be uplifted, put some happy, uplifting music on. You know. So yeah, I think if I could only keep three things, it'd be love, laughter, and music, because I think they're three important things. Well, for me anyway. So yeah, I hope that answers that one. Sarah's asked, would you ever consider going to the moon or any other planet, since we're being hypothetical? So would you ever consider going to the moon? Yeah, I'd love to go to the moon. Mainly to see if it is actually made out of cheese, because I love cheese. I want to see what it tastes like. No, but yeah. Would you ever consider going to the moon? Yeah, I'd love to go to the moon. I love looking at the moon. I mean, when it comes to stuff like that, I'm just a big kid. I'm still a big kid. I still find the moon quite fascinating, and I love watching it go through the different phases and things like that. And yeah, I would love to be able to go to the moon and say that I've been to the moon. So yeah, if they ever did trips to the moon, and I had the money, well, I don't know if I'd ever have the money, but yeah, maybe I'll win a competition or something. But yeah, I had an opportunity to go to the moon. Hell yeah, I'd be there like a shot. Would you ever consider going to the moon or any other planet? I think it'd be interesting. As I said earlier, I've always been sort of fascinated by a lot of stuff to do with space and planets and things like that. So if I got to go and see other planets, yeah, that would be cool. But I think it would depend on how you was getting there, because obviously some of the planets are like super duper far away, so without like teleporty, Star Trekky sort of zap you here and there, travelling kind of thing. If you had to travel by like spaceship and things like that, some of the planets would take like a long time to get to. So it'd be a case of either putting up with them long distances or some sort of cryo like stasis sort of thing, which again has got its risks and things. And obviously I've watched a lot of sci-fi horror movies as well. So yeah, so I don't know if, like I said, if it could do like the fast, like zappity travel, visit different planets and stuff, yeah, I'd definitely be up for that. Yeah, I mean, I like to travel, and traveling to different planets would be the ultimate travel experience. Oh, I could get a TARDIS, couldn't I? If they get some TARDISes, if I had a TARDIS, I'd definitely go travelling different planets. Most definitely. Yeah. I need a Doctor Who. I need a Doctor Who to come get me, so I can go travelling around the planets. Have a bit of a holiday. The ultimate holiday. So yeah, I'd definitely love to see the moon and other planets. I don't know if I've got a particular planet I would want to go to. Well, we only know about the ones that have already been discovered. I say Mars has always been kind of fascinating. But yeah, it'd be nice to see all of the planets. I'd like to see the rings of Saturn as well. That'd be fun to see. Yeah. So I hope that answers that one. Definitely up for some spacey holidays, checking things out. Awesome. Anna Marie asked, do you have a favourite crystal or stone in your collection? Well, my crystal collection is never ending, really. I'm always adding new crystals and stuff to it all the time, because I've always been interested in crystals and stones and rocks and things ever since I was a little girl, really. I'd always come home after being like out and about or at the beach or something. I always come home with rocks and stones and bits and bobs in my pockets. But yeah, do I have a favourite crystal? I wouldn't say I have a favourite. I tend to be sort of I find I'm normally drawn to the ones that I need for whatever use they're for, really. So if there's something, if I'm struggling with something or I need something, I find that whatever crystals, whatever qualities or energies that they have, I tend to just be drawn to those. So I know it's hard to explain. So I find with crystals, like if I just hover my hand over stuff, I'll feel like a cool cold breeze, like in my palm or my fingertips, or I'll feel like a gentle pull. So I'll know where I need to go and what I need to what I need in my life at that time. But do I have a favourite crystal? I find that crystal quartz, like clear quartz, is quite an underrated crystal. People think that it's a bit boring just because it's see-through and that, but it's actually a very handy crystal to have in any sort of collection. You should always have a piece of clear quartz because it has a lot of benefits, and it can actually be used to sort of amplify the energy and sort of powers of your other crystals as well, in case you didn't know that. But yeah, so you should always have a piece of clear quartz in your collection. I've also found as well over the years that without even knowing I always seem to be drawn to jaspers for some reason. I'm not sure if it's the energy of them or if it's all the funky patterns, because a lot of jaspers have like funky patterns on them, and without even realizing, like, I come across a crystal and go, oh yeah, I really like that, I really like the patterns and things on it, and then when I find out what it is, it's some sort of jasper. So yeah, me and jasper seem to have a thing going on. But yeah, I've got a lot of different jaspers in my collection as well that I've sort of picked up over the years. But yeah, there's just something about the energies of jaspers. I don't know if it's because they're sort of I tend to have a lot of earthy energy, and I'm a Taurus, so I'm an earth sign anyway. So whether it's just to do with the whole earthy stuff, I don't know. But yeah, so I wouldn't say I've got a favourite, but those ones seem to have a lot more meaning for me. But you should always have a piece of rose quartz as well. I find I always have a piece of rose quartz in your collection too, for a bit of self-love. Yeah. But yeah, I hope that answers that question. Okay, so Gemma asked, where's your happy place? I'm not sure. I think that kind of got... Did that get covered in one of the other videos? I think in a slight way it did. But I wouldn't say that I've got like an official happy place. I find that my happy place, if I'm not out in the garden, it's one of my happy places, my little garden patch. But I find, so I haven't got a specific happy place. I find my happy place is when I'm spending time with my close friends and the people who I consider my sort of soul tribe. I find that those are my happy places, because it's spending time with people who make me happy. And I always have a happy and uplifting time with my close friends and my soul sisters and my soul tribe, because the time that I spend with them, I always come back feeling happy, uplifted, and sort of vibrating on a higher frequency. So yeah, I haven't got a specific happy place, but I would consider the garden and any place where I am, where I'm spending time with the people that I care about the most. So yeah, I hope that answers that one. Betty asked, if you could live in any fictional world or universe, which one would you choose and what role would you play in it? Oh, good question. That is a very good question. A fictional world. I'd say probably something like Lord of the Rings or something like that, maybe. And especially now I've got the green hair, I could be like a little forest elf or something. I'd probably live in a forest and do foresty stuff. That makes sense, does it? But yeah, I would say I'm quite earthy, so I'd probably be like a pixie or an elf or something like that, with some sort of magic. I'd like to have some sort of magic as well. A magical pixie elf thing, possibly. But yeah, anything sort of like that, really. I definitely have to have some sort of magic there. Yeah, definitely have to have some sort of magic. I've always wanted to have like magic, some sort of magical powers, because that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Yeah. But apart from that, yeah, somewhere with dragons as well. Somewhere I can have magical powers and have a dragon, and I'd be sorted, most definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope that answers that question. So June asked, what food do you hate the most? Well, I really hate mushrooms. I think they're vile. They're horrible, manky, rubbery bastards. And yeah, I've never liked mushrooms. I really can't stand them. And I've never been a fan of like seafood either. Seafood and really strong fishy stuff. I mean, I like battered and breaded like cod, white fish, and stuff like that. But I'm not a big fishy person. No, I don't really like fishy stuff, seafood. No, no. I mean, there was that one time when I think it was when we went to Mallorca, Mallorca, something like that. We went all inclusive, and like where we had to have our food, because it was like all inclusive. It was more or less like a school canteen sort of setup. So you just sort of went in, help yourself, like whatever you want, and I would go around get my food, and then there was these things what I thought was onion rings. I thought, oh, I like battered onion rings, so yeah, I'll have some of them. Took everything back to where we were sitting and that. Start cutting to what I thought was these bloody onion rings, and then I'm eating it, and it's like, this onion ring tastes funny. And it's like, what's the matter? It's like, well, don't taste like onion and it's a bit rubbery like. And then like a person was on a holiday with Jackie, she's like, that ain't onion rings, it's calamari. And I was like, oh, what's calamari? And then she told me what calamari was, and I was like, oh. Yeah, so yeah, I don't like mushrooms, and I don't like seafood and really strong fishy stuff. So yeah, them are the sorts of foods that I don't like. Is there anything else that I don't like? Like really badly don't like? I can't think right now. I'm having a bit of a foggy brain. Yeah, mushrooms. Oh, seafood. Oh. I can't think of anything else right now. Sorry. But yeah, I hope that's answered that question anyway. At least I managed to give you something to go on. I suppose if I remember anything else, I'll add it in when I edit or something. But yeah. Yeah, I can't think of anything else, sorry. But thank you for that question. Okay, so Holly asked, where's your favourite place you've ever visited? The weird places in my dreams and meditations. Probably. I don't know. I've not really been many places. So the only ones I can think of recently is last year when we went to the sunflower walk around that farm. That was cool. It was nice being out in nature, being around all the sunflowers. Sunflowers are one of my favourite flowers. They're very bright and happy. I think that's probably why I like them. So that was fun. And then obviously when we went to Wales last year, finally got to go to that butterfly farm, which had been on my list for a while. So that was quite magical as well. But yeah, I think that's the only places I can think of so far. I mean, obviously Sardinia was a nice trip as well with Jimmy. There's lots of beautiful sights, beaches there. But yeah, there's still loads of places on my list, so it's hard to have a favourite place when you haven't really seen a lot of places. But I'm hoping to tick some more places off possibly this year if I'm lucky. But yeah, I hope that sort of answers that question for you. Sorry I can't be a bit more fun with that one, but like I said, I haven't really been a lot of places. But yeah. Well folks, that's it for part 3, but I did have a load of questions, so I've still got the other half to do. So keep your eyes out for part 4 coming soon.